Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you the last of the Sentinel fighting armor for this year 2024, which I'm gonna conclude with this Magneto, which is this guy. And I have done the videos on the Cyclops and the Captain America Sam Wilson version, which is this guy, which is Falcon basically. And so they have released these 3 figures this year, but as you can see here in the background, so there are 12 figures in total they have released in the past 2-3 years ago. And they started off with the Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine. And then last year they got 4 figure release, which is the War Machine, Black Panther, Thor, and Loki. And then this year they only had 3. And they have other color variation, for example, like Deadpool with a white and black version of it, which is kind of weird. Deadpool is supposed to be like, red color as far as I'm concerned, but anyway, they made a different color, and the same with the Iron Man, they have a black and gold version as well. So roughly in total about 14 different characters, I would say, in total, but I only have 12 here, so I'm happy with that. And I can see what they have done here as well, as you can notice that they all basically either full mask or the half mask, all the character from X-Men and the Avengers. They try to combine all of them together like this, basically, into an Iron Man suit. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I like this. I mean, I like this line, and there are 4 reasons why I like this line. And one of the reasons is great articulation. There isn't any pose that you cannot do. As you can see here, Iron Man can land on a 3-point landing pose. And so it's all these guys, they can all do that 3-point landing pose if you want to. And number 2 is the price point is reasonable, and they all cost around £100. But in UK slightly more, but if you get it from Bombers B, where I get it from, most of these guys are, they cost about £60-70, sometimes £80 depending on where you are. So it's really is not a bad price at all for considering what you're getting. And number 3 is they have the great paint job, okay, and they come with decent amount of accessory. So I'm happy with that. And finally, number 4 reason is that it's made of a lot of die cast. The whole figure is pretty much die cast everywhere you touch. So it is solid quality here. So that's the main reason why I like this line. So here we are. Now let's look at this Magneto. So I'm not gonna talk any further ado. So it comes with decent accessory. As you can see here, you got all the pair of fists, and that is by default. It's always come with it. And then for this one, you got the 2 different kind of open hand, which I'm not quite understand why. But it's not really necessary because I can't tell much the difference between these one. This one is a little bit close up compared to this hand, which is a bit more open up. So that's the only thing that's different you can see here. Okay, and also you have another hand which is completely flat hand as well, which you can attach this round magnetic kind of effects thingy. And that's another thing that comes with it. So you got quite a pair of hands for this Magneto, and they all come with a dynamic flight stand as well, by the way, which I have to mention because you can pose anything you want in the air. So that is all possible in these figures. It shouldn't be a problem. But for this Magneto, here we are with it. Let's close up here. One thing that I noticed is it's the same as every other figures, obviously. Underneath of the figures is all the same structures and the same base, but the cape for this one is ridiculously long. It is extremely long, even longer than the actual figure itself. And I have already put it at the top of the pack here, and then this is already pushed to the maximum, to the top here. So I don't know why this cape is way too long. If compared to Thor and Loki, and this cape is a lot longer. Thor is only about here, but this guy is all the way down there. That is very, very long cape. So apart from these little issues, I'm fairly happy with it so far as I'm concerned. Maybe I have to take out the cape, it's just way too much and too big, and that's the only problem with this figure. And they also have wire, so you can actually bend it and fold it, and it can actually pose it in the air however way you like. So that's fine. And obviously the head looks a bit different, and they always have the different kind of mold on the head. and the chest plate, and they have customized slightly different on the all these boot and all this stuff like that, so depending on the characters. So for example, if you look at the War Machine here, and you have a completely different kind of stuff on top of this plastic piece, but underneath here is all the same really, and the chest plate is different. Obviously the arms are different, so that's the only piece that different from between the, you know, figure to figure. And some part has a shoulder plate, some part don't have shoulder plate. For example, Deadpool doesn't have one, Cyclops doesn't have one, but the Thor and Loki and, you know, Magneto has shoulder part. So that kind of thing, you know, that's the only stuff that difference here. The arms is obviously very good joints here. You can go all the way up, so you have all the great articulation. I'm probably not going to show you again about articulation here because I've done it so many times on all these figures. You're probably sick of me showing it again and again. So I think I'm just going to leave that articulation part here because you can see it, you know, they're all the same really. But they are very, very good. They have loads of joints and there is, you know, loads of possibility here that you can do. So it is really, really great, you know. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna make in the future. Probably, I'm guessing probably Ant-Man and the Wasp, maybe, because they have a mask as well. And so let's see what happens. So Ant-Man and the Wasp is my next bet. Uh, apart from that, I don't know what else they're gonna make. Probably, you know, so anyway, so this is really cool figure. The paint job is very different this time, and not like these one. These paint jobs are very metallic and stuff. You can see it very shiny and gleamy. But these ones are feel a little bit solid kind of paint job here. It would be nicer to have some kind of metallic sheens and stuff, but they have done it differently on this one. Instead, they've done it on the all the purple color around, and so that's a bit different here. So yeah, it's not a bad figures. I really like this Magneto. So finally you got X-Men. So you got 4 X-Men so far, but quite a lot of Avengers. So maybe need to a little bit balance out a little bit more in the future. I don't know, but let's see what they do. Anyway, I hope that this video helpful. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.